Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will learn about another operator that is nothing but take while. We have already seen about the take last and take until. Now we will learn about this take while. What is this take while? If you open this take while and here if you try to read this description, emits values emitted by the source observable so long as each value satisfies the given predicate. So that means it will goes on emits the value by the source observable. So it will go on emits the value by the source observable. How much it will emit the value as long as each value satisfies the given predicate. Predicate is nothing but a function which returns a boolean. If it is true means then it will emit the value. If it is false means it will stop emitting the value. And then completes as soon as this predicate is not satisfied. That means as soon as that predicate returns false, then it will then the source observable completes. Here if you try to see the syntax, take while, and here first parameter is the predicate. First in this predicate it is a function, and in this function the values will be, the parameters will be, first one is the value and the index. Index is nothing but the key. It should return boolean. And another parameter is then it's an optional parameter inclusive, which is of type boolean, whether it is true or false. So we will see about this inclusive also. The parameters, if we try to see the predicate, a function that evaluates a value. So here a predicate is nothing but a function that evaluates a value. A value means the source observable which is emitting the value. So that value evaluates value emitted by the source observable and returns a boolean. So whether it is a acceptable or not, whether it is a true or not, this function evaluates that value, and also takes the index as the second argument. So that is a zero based index. So it will take the key as a second argument. And inclusive, it is the second parameter. It is an optional, it's a completely optional. The default value is false, so no need to mention about that one. When set to true, so now if you want to set it to true, the value that caused the predicate, that means the value which is emitted by the source observable which made the predicate function return false, the value which made to return false, if you make the inclusive as true, that value will also be emitted by the take while operator. If the inclusive is false means the value which made the condition false, it will not be emitted. So immediately we will call the complete. But if you make it as inclusive true means that value also will be included in the source observable. Okay, the return will be an observable which emits the value. Here description, if you try to see the description, takes value from the source only while they pass the condition given. When the first value does not satisfy, it completes. Now here if you see the marble diagram here, this is a marble diagram, and at the top is a source observable. It is emitting the values 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the source observable is completed. Here we are applying a take while operator. Inside this one we are having a function. Okay, this one is called as a predicate function, and this predicate function will take each value from that is getting from the source observable into the variable x, and it is checking the condition that whether the value emitted by the source observable is less than 4 or not. If it is true, it will pass it to the output observable. If it is false, then immediately it will stop emitting the value and it immediately completes the output observable. Here first value 2, it is the condition is satisfying, so that is the reason it is emitting. 3, the condition is satisfying, it is emitting. 4 is less than 4, it doesn't satisfy. 4 is equal to 4, not less than 4. Then immediately the output observable completes the output observable. Okay, that is how take while operator will be executed. So here take while subscribes and begins mirroring the source observable. Each value emitted on the source is given to the predicate function. This is the predicate function which returns a boolean representing a condition to be satisfied by the source values. The output observable emits the source values until such time as the predicate returns false, at which point take while stops mirroring the source observable and completes the output observable. Okay, the same what we have discussed previously, the same thing has been described here. This is all about this what we can say description of take while operator, about the take while operator. Now we will see about the practical representation, how we can implement this take while operator. Let's try to see. Here what I am trying to do is I am trying to create a component. Okay, here I will try to implement the component. Here take while operator, let's create the take while operator, and for the time being what I will try to do here, let's try here add the routing take while, and here take while, that's it. And if you go to the app routing module, and here I want to add it here, So this is take while. Okay, the components has been created. Here I can take while operator. Yeah, we have added here, and let's try to see the output. If I try to see the output, let's click on the operators, and here we are able to see the take while operator. Now if I go to the take while operator, now we will try to implement the logic. The same logic what I will try to do is, I will take the interval, okay, what we have discussed. I will take the interval of 500. For every 500 milliseconds it will emit the value from 0 to incrementing value. It will display, it will emit the values. And here if I write subscribe, right, subscribe of data or number, whatever the thing, console.log data, I am displaying the console.log. Now I want to apply the pipe operator. I want to take the take while. I want to apply take while. So take while. So take while here. So this should be imported from the RxJS operators. And here we need to have a condition. So I am taking each value that is emitted by the interval. I want to check a condition that x is less than 5. Then only it emit the data. Now if I try to check the output, here let's take this take while. Yeah, take while. And here it will display 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it stops emitting the values. So that means 5 is less than 5. It is not satisfying the condition. So that's why it stopped. Now if I try to see, if I try to write the error, okay, here I will write something like console.log error. If you don't have any error, means you can mention it as null. And here I can mention complete. So these three are the main things, right, for the observable. Complete take while. Okay, if I try to check the condition, let's try to check the condition. What could be the error here? Yeah. Okay, if we try to check the output again, now let's try to see the output. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and complete take while. So immediately when the condition is not satisfied, it immediately calls the complete method. Now another operator, another parameter what we have seen is, that is nothing but inclusive. So the inclusive means nothing but what it is the value which is causing this condition false, okay, which is causing the condition false, will also be emitted. So right now the value which is causing this condition false is 5 less than 5, the condition is getting false, right? So that is the reason that value 5 value is not emitted here. If you try to see the output, up to 4 only it is displaying, 5 is not emitting. Now if you want to emit the 5 value also, that means the value which is causing this condition false, if you want to emit that value also, you can mention it as true. Now if you try to see the output, the same output if you try to see, let's see what it will happen. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, the value also, the condition, the value which is causing the condition false is also emitted and immediately cause the complete. Okay, this is about the inclusive. This is the second parameter. If you want, you can also add the second parameter inside the predicate function index, so which returns the key value. So if you want, you can mention it, that's not a problem. So this is all about the take while operator. Hope you understood about this take while operator. So simple, what it is happening is, take while takes two parameters. One is a function, it is any function which returns a boolean value, okay. So which should return a boolean value. If it satisfies only, then it will be emitted. If it doesn't satisfy, means immediately it will complete the observable, okay. And this is all about the take operators. We have learned take while, take until and take last. So these are the four operators in the take. These are all comes under filtering category of operators. Hope you understood about this take while operator. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.